Let me ask you about Gitmo. Any chances to announce any more transfers in the days ahead? And I ask because I know that the number, I believe it's at 61 now, could drop somewhere even in the 20s between now and the end of the administration. I know that there have been some conversation about trying to empty it out completely. That may or may not happen. Anything coming in the days ahead?
I don't have anything to announce in advance of a potential transfer, but if there are any transfers that are made, we certainly will follow the practice that we have maintained for quite some time now in terms of making public the names of the individuals who've been transferred and disclosing exactly where they've been transferred, at least in terms of other countries, and announcing that shortly after that transfer has been completed.
Does the government pay these other countries a particular fee per detainee that they're willing to take on? Is that how the process works, at least in part?
Well, the process works by the United States working effectively with our partners around the world, and there are a wide variety of countries that have worked with us to ensure the safe and successful transfer of these individuals. There are extensive diplomatic negotiations involved, and in just about every case, there is an intensive discussion about what sort of security precautions are imposed to ensure that these individuals don't pose an ongoing threat to the United States.
Including surveillance, I can imagine that too, or at least some sort of a monitoring mechanism for these detainees once they're transferred.
Well, in some cases we are able to work effectively with other countries to make sure that we keep tabs on the individuals who have been transferred to ensure that they don't pose an undue threat to the United States.
But does the American government pay these particular countries to take these guys?
Well, again, the result of these transfers is a product of extensive diplomatic negotiations, and there are a lot of questions that are raised about the most effective place to house this person and the most effective way to ensure that this individual doesn't pose an undue threat to the United States or our allies or interests. But we don't typically get into too much detail about the kinds of requirements that are imposed on these individuals once they're transferred.
Are you familiar with